There we go. Oh, come on. Eventually, I'll be able to turn. Zoe the cat, what's up? How are you doing this morning? If the road wasn't so slick, I would have tried to go right there. Oh, I'm always out this early, man. It just depends on what I'm doing, whether I film or not. But I got about an hour drive this morning to go deliver some garage doors. Morning, love. Storm you had yesterday? Yeah, and like I'm about a half hour north of my house currently, and they got a lot more than we did down home. They got a couple inches up by the office. We maybe got an inch at home. Inch and a half tops. Oh. What is that now? We can play games? What? That's cool. I think he meant storm, love. I think he meant that we got the storm he had yesterday. Yeah, pretty much, Matt. How are you doing? Yeah, the storm. Voice recognition stinks. Yeah, sometimes it does that. Got home from that stuff. What were you out doing already, Matt? I'm assuming early morning lockout. driving home from a job in Pittsburgh. Ugh. I believe I get Thursday off, but I'll have to relook and tell you. But I can't relook until I go back to work tomorrow. So I'm not positive. I know I at least get I think Thursday, whatever day is New Year's. That might be all I get off, if I remember correctly. All right, love. Just down here. So I got some double stainless steel exit doors off of a business. And they have the panic bars. One side is the panic bar that goes to the floor into the ceiling, and the other side goes to the other door. And they're in decent shape. They're not rusted out or nothing. Panic bars still work perfectly fine, but the business changed them out for a garage door. So I kept them. I'm going to get a frame built, hopefully sometime within the next few months, and in the garage. That way I can film some videos with those for you. My plan is to just Swiss cheese fucking both of them and put a bunch of locks down them. That way we can play on a door with a bunch of different locks. 22, it's about the same here. $16, holy fuck, is that what? $44. Swamp, that's funny. I'm not too far from Matt, so it's like right around 22 here also. Matt, have you seen the videos of that lighter shop from Pittsburgh? Or I guess it's a smoke shop that sells all kind of ridiculous lighters. Had to put some socks on. I have winter socks that are like fluffy on the inside on. My boots. I have a pair of thermal pants. Then my regular pants. And then I have 2 thermal shirts on, a t-shirt, and a hoodie. And then over top of that, I have overalls. No. There is a shop up there. I can't think of what it's called right now. I'll tell you later. I'll send you a couple links for their videos. But they have basically every lighter you can think of. And then they have like a gumball machine thing where it's you put a quarter in and turn it, and then you pay $20 for whatever thing you get out of there. So it's like a mystery thing, mystery lighter. Curated Flame. It's called Curated Flame. So if you look that up on YouTube, it'll pop right up. But they got some pretty cool lighters out there. One of these days when I'm out that way, I need to stop there. So how are you doing this morning, Swamp? Bushcraft. How you doing, man? That's funny. You know, this is the only platform I'll go live on anymore. The other platform doesn't like when I go live. I get banned every time. Just getting going. To the last one? That implies that there's more than one. I'm doing all right. It's cold as fuck this morning, but I'm surviving. I haven't been out of the van too long today yet. I gotta go make a delivery that's about an hour away, and then I don't know how far I gotta go from there. But once I leave there, I'm going to go to another place to install a door. So shouldn't be too bad of a day. I mean, you ain't technically wrong. Unfortunately, all we have around here is dead looking trees and evergreens. What's the temperature where you're at, Bushcraft? Evergreens were designed to trick you. See, I look at it less of to trick you and more of to sustain you when your ass gets caught outside in the cold. Um, 23 degrees in New Hampshire because there's no palm trees here. Where are we going? I'm going to deliver 2 garage doors in Minerva, Ohio. Sitting here at work, the land of illusion. It's about every job. I have to work extra hours because I'm on holiday and there's no work to do here. Yeah, that's about how that works, man. We're going to make everybody work overtime but not have nothing to do. Sounds about right. Ooh, so interesting fact for you guys. The laws state that you have to stop at a stop sign, but nowhere does it state how long you have to be stopped for. As long as you come to a complete stop. Ohio, sir, Mr. Thomas. California stop. You got to come to a complete stop, but you could be there for just like 10 seconds, 10 milliseconds, as long as you come to a complete stop. So if a cop pulls you over because he didn't think you stopped long enough to even look, don't fucking matter. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I knew what it was. Those are not legal. 17 degrees in Dayton, Ohio. I am a little south and a little east of you, and it's 22 here. More east than south, but 12 degrees. What part of Ohio are you in, man? I'm guessing by Lake Erie or something? Or Toledo? All a bunch of nope. Lakeside. Gotcha. Yeah, I figured you were up that way. I don't know how you deal with all that snow. This ain't even a lot of snow. There's barely any right here. Michigan, USA morning. I'll trade you, bro. How you doing? You guys probably got all kind of fucking snow up there, and it's probably cold as hell. Whew. So yesterday I got done super early, and they were like, go home. Instead of having me come back to the shop, which I wasn't far from, and loading all my stuff for today, and then having me drive all the way up there this morning and practically all the way back home to deliver this stuff. Doesn't make much sense. I've never lived where it snows often, but it seems like a pain. And it's once you get used to it, it's not that bad. It's less the snow that's the problem and more the cold. Looks like Jack Frost said to the windows, to the walls, to the drum. That's hilarious. 36, 63. What are you in Florida? 36. Ain't bad. Arizona. 63 in Arizona. Holy fuck. That's pretty cold for down there, ain't it? 23 with wind chill. Probably feels like 10 or 5 or some crap. So, probably feels more like 7 here. It's 22, but like I said, like you said, with the wind chill, it's probably closer to like 7. 18 feels like 3. Holy shit. I'll never get used to hypothermia or frostbite. Yeah, good point. 50 mile an hour. Holy shit. That's pretty bad. The high today is going to be 78. I wish. I'd be in shorts and a t-shirt if it was that hot. 37 here, but I'm only a few hours from Phoenix. Yeah, that's wild. We won't reach 70 here in Southeast Florida today. Kind of chilly. -4. Let me guess, you're like Michigan or New York or somewhere up in that area. 15. I was almost right. Nothing is colder than my ex-wife's heart. Negative Kelvins. I try to tell people that Arizona has their own sun. Yeah, pretty much -4. Fuck that. Need to take a shower, get my day going. But the coffee ain't done yet. Your coffee probably froze going through the tube in the back of the fucking machine, man. The water. -5 in Alaska. That's bad, but I can't say that's bad for Alaska. We get in the negative teens even here where I'm at. What up, Labs? How you doing? We got 22, 31, 12 in Iowa. Next to Lake Michigan, we get colder than Alaska. It's in the forecast too. Fuck that. Cooking breakfast? What are you making for breakfast, Labs? -10 wind chill. Can get to 40 below or worse at times. I think the coldest that I've ever seen it is like -17 where I'm at, but that's rare. Negative like 5 to 10 happens at least once a year. Bacon, eggs, biscuits, and black coffee. Sandra says 32. 5 degrees today. Yesterday was -20 in northern Maine. Yeah, I believe that. Far outside, you're lucky that didn't fucking freeze too. Yeah. Stupid cold in northern New Hampshire, I'm sure, man. At the wood stove pumping, I bet it's 25. Real feel is 11. It's just too cold everywhere, is what I'm hearing. Except for in parts of Arizona where it's going to be 78. Quarter wood day weather. Be one of those wood burners that pump water through it. That way you could stick it in the walls and in the fucking floor. It's about the only proper way to do it. Where you don't go through all kind of wood. Guys, give me 1 second. Alright, 23, real feel 16 in Mississippi, no snow. Pellet stoves work good, but goddamn loud I saw them. Are they loud? We are having a snowstorm right now. A lot of plowing, cold. Yeah, I would rather have a wood stove or a waste oil stove. I actually would like to eventually put a small wood stove in my garage. Problem is I live in town, so let's see if they bitch about that. 14 and dropping. What part of the country are you in, sir? So, what, Vermont? Nice. My brain, I forgot what I was trying to ask. I don't know. No idea. I'll think of it eventually. Milford, Michigan, 19. Damn. We're traveling now. I'm on my way to Minerva, Ohio to drop off some doors, deliver some doors to a lady. Some garage doors. Oh, have you not seen the legs? Bushcraft? Here, hold on. I can show you the legs. Bear with me a moment. There you go. Well, thank you, Wayne. Wayne's Outdoors seems like a good channel. Wonder what what kind of outdoor stuff he does. It's a good question. Where's Rock out when it's time to show him all these damn hills? Oh, thank you so much. What do we get? A lot of outdoor channels on here. Yes. I do a lot of fishing, hunting, bushcraft, hiking. Oh, that's awesome. $12 there. I'm not in a semi. I'm in a cargo van. 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't know. I'm driving to deliver some garage doors. Milwaukee. Yeah, I don't blame you, Bushcraft. I wish I was. 67. What are you, in Texas or something? Southern California? Seven, 70 fucking 1. Damn. I wish. I'd be happy for a high of 50. No, I'm gonna lie, I'd be happy for a lot high of 40. I'd be happy enough with that. I can't do cold well anymore. Too many work-related injuries made it painful. That's understandable. I've been catching some nice fish though through the ice. Southern Arizona. Yeah, I have trouble doing the cold. Like I said, I got fucking layers upon layers on today. I don't know if you were here earlier when I explained that bushcraft, but I have the winter socks that have like the fuzz shit on the inside. They're not wool, they're something else. I have thermal pants, my jeans. I have 2 thermal shirts on, a t-shirt, and then a hoodie, and then overalls. And then my coat when I get out of the van, and my hat. Thank you so much, man. I will check your channel out later today, I promise. Probably once I get home from work. Yeah, gloves too. Gloves don't get worn all day though because I gotta do small screws and stuff with my hands. It might be, I'm not sure. I'd like to get a nice pair of wool socks and a wool hoodie. Yeah, works. They're mostly clear today. They seem to have actually did their job this morning, clearing them. You're 27 away from 1,000 subscribers. That's awesome, man. Black ice is crazy. Yes, black ice is crazy. Well, and I'm going to tell you something too, Burks. Do you have the YouTube Studio app on your phone? Because if you get that, it'll give you a more accurate subscriber count than what YouTube itself gives you. Sometimes they hold some of your subscriptions and don't post them, don't update it for a day or two. So like mine, for example, I'm not exactly sure what mine shows right now, but if mine showed 3,548 on YouTube, if I go to YouTube Studio, it might say 3,556. Yeah. So if somebody subscribes and then doesn't go and interact with one of your videos within like a day or two, they remove the subscription. So if you subscribe to somebody, make sure you're at least liking and commenting on one of their videos. Otherwise, YouTube is like, oh, guess you aren't that interested. Yep, pretty much, man, pretty much. I've had it to where I've had it to where it was saying I was over like the 1,000 that I wanted, and then looked like a day later and I was like 10 short. All right, guys, so we're about at this address where I need to be, so I'm going to jump off here, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you, Nico Loves, for the gift, for the floating heart. That is a good little saying there, Bushcraft. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Well, later tonight, if not before then.